Boonaa, na, 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 na. I say, Boonaa, na, na, na. Is my name. That's B-O-O-N-A-A. Might sound kind of weird. What can I say? Besides that, I wear it with pride every day when I'm doing the work thing or when I play. And when people ask me where I'm from, I say Africa, on the east side of Ethiopia. Even though that's not exactly the scenario. You see, I was actually born out of St. Joseph's Hospital in Toronto, Ontario. But Africa just sounds so much better. Home to the Lion King, where they never wear sweaters. With this design, combined with a name like mine, my identity and where I'm from is a walking punchline. Like when those racist kids used to tell me to go back to the zoo, and I would think to myself, you little fuck, technically I'm more Canadian than you. But because English is the first and only language that I know, I have relatives that make fun of me and just assume that I love it when it snows. For the longest time, I just did not know who I was. And how could I know where I was going if I did not know where I was from? His story. Class told me that blacks were in Canada because they came here as slaves, but did that apply to me even though my parents just got here like the other day? Damn, slavery must have lasted a long time. That would explain why my folks had to work like they were paying for a crime. But you see, my parents actually came to Canada to escape war. Political refugees that knew the meaning of hardcore, fought for freedoms that we take for granted, and fled for the sake of the revolutionary seed that they planted. Sacrificed so much before I even took my first breath, so not even the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck could bring me to my death. Then introduced me to a land where I was considered lower class, tried their best, but I still felt struggle. Or maybe that was just gas. Either way, I was also given a special reminder of where they're from because Boonaa means pride in my parents' native tongue. Yes, my first name is Boonaa, not Boonaa, Bolo, Beanie, or other names that I choose not to repeat because Boonaa is bona fide. So bon appetit. And you know, this whole identity thing can get kind of messy like the work of a janitor. I still don't know if I'm African-Canadian or an African living in Canada. Damn it, I'm from planet Earth. I know this much is right, so you fill in the blanks to make you comfortable and able to sleep at night. I mean, we could argue about this for hours until our hearts stop. Meanwhile, there are kids overseas getting worked to death in sweatshops. Priority check. Let me put it this way. I bleed red stuff. When I fart, it stinks. And a cockroach cocktail is not my favorite drink. I don't like being mad, and being financially stable doesn't really sound all that bad. One day I would like to fall in love. When it's cold outside, I prefer to wear gloves. And like approximately 90% of the world population, I do believe that a life after death is part of my destination. I am just another human being, like the rest of you. Was born and I will die. It's the story of you too. So please, don't put me in a box until God gives you the cue. Until then, see you later, and may peace be upon you.